Well, fresh off her Broadway performance on the Capitol steps, where Representative Cori Bush played a transient person fighting for renters' rights to not pay mom and pop landlords. Yes, fresh off that performative genius, Congresswoman Cori Bush is at it again. Like someone receiving an Oscar who keeps on talking and just won't exit the stage. They keep playing the music louder. Cori Bush is already gushing about her next big theatrical effort. And why not? Because she's feeling so powerful after she got the CDC to illegally, completely just disregard the Constitution and extend an eviction moratorium, which, by the way, hurts minority landlords more than anybody else. Now, Cori Bush wants you to know that she's moving on to her next big role, an act that would light up Broadway. If Broadway, I don't know, if Broadway, actually, if you could even get in to go see anything at Broadway, now you have to have a Vax Pass. Her newest show is called Defund the Police, and she's been talking about this for quite some time. Listen to her incredibly inspiring, if not totally confusing speech about how she's going to continue to fight for your right to have no police protection.
I'm going to make sure I have security because I know I have had attempts on my life and I have too much work to do. There are too many people that need help right now for me to allow that. So if I end up spending $200,000, if I spend $10 more on it, you know what? I get to be here to do the work. So suck it up, and defunding the police has to happen. We need to defund the police and put that money into social safety net.
It's like watching Heathers, the congressional version. Suck it up. Except that was actually lick it up was the phrase, but still, same thing. Now, I know you're probably confused. You're thinking, why does Cori Bush want me to have no police protection, but she gets a private security team at the cost of hundreds of thousands of dollars? Suck it up, Buttercup. Quit asking. By the way, that's all taxpayer dollars. That's not just like her fun money. That's all your money. The reason that Cori Bush gets a personal security team and yet you don't get one is she's way more special than you are, better than you are, and she has like actual work to do, unlike you. You know how tiring it is to dress up like a hobo and fake cry on the steps of the Capitol? I mean, she's a star. She's super important. She's in government. And government stars have bodyguards because government stars have fans. And some of them have enemies too. So, I don't know, Cori Bush has to have protection, super expensive protection. Protection that costs $70,000 for 2 months. And it needs to be paid for by you. You owe her that. She has so much more work to do to get more people like not protected by police that she won't fund, and also that you can't protect yourself either because she also doesn't want you to have guns, but that's a whole other topic. Every city could be like Chicago with murder after murder of young people, but I mean, she needs to do the work of making sure that's the policy across the country. Just imagine how many more people could get killed when society totally unravels because there are no police around at all to stop violent crime from taking place. Yes, Cori Bush is doing the work to make every summer like the last one. Defunding the police is hard work, but somebody has to do it, right? Here's something else too. It's very interesting because Congresswoman Cori Bush, she says that she's had threats on her life. Really, tell me about it. What's that like? Also, I lived in St. Louis City. This woman would be my representative if I was still in the 1st Congressional District. I lived in McKinley Heights. I had a drug den that was down the street, and people would not allow their kids to play in the street unless I was out there because they knew that I was packing. And so the kids even knew not to go past a certain house on that street. And you know what? That kind of criminality that continues in St. Louis and other cities like that is indulged and encouraged, and it keeps repeating because of the coddling and the indulgence of people like Representative Cori Bush. If Representative Cori Bush is worried about her life, imagine how her constituents feel in the city that has the highest murder rate in the country, right? Representative Cori Bush, imagine how the constituents feel, how the female constituents feel, being worried about having to walk to their cars at night or really during the day or any other time. The city that really pioneered the knockout game. Imagine how people in St. Louis feel having to worry about their lives all the time, and then knowing that Congresswoman Cori Bush is there making sure that their hard-earned tax dollars that they agreed to pay for police protection is going towards her private security. They don't take care of you. And they're also not going to answer the phone if you call. Yeah, that's Congresswoman Cori Bush. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is hypocrisy. And that's also why Democrats, by and large, do not support defunding the police.